Hello and welcome to our Friday session. I'm actually in the house this time because it's bloody cold out there and I don't want to be out there. I've seen a few things on the interwebs lately, YouTube and that sort of thing, that kind of puzzled me, and I don't necessarily agree with what they're saying, and it's mostly pertains to pipe chanteries and whether to adjust them or not. Some people say a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing, and I'd say too little knowledge is a dangerous thing personally, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be empowered to work on your reeds yourself and figure out how to adjust them if you need to. Reed makers these days really make good reeds. They're good standard. I mean, part of that is because there's so many people making it, and if you didn't make a good reed, you wouldn't be making reeds for very long, so that's one good thing. But often you'll get reeds that don't suit you personally. They may work well, but they may blow out 50 inches of water, and you are not capable of producing that much pressure and don't feel comfortable doing it. So what do you do then? So best thing to do, adjust the reed. Make it right for you. That's the thing you should be thinking about. Obviously, if you get something that works straight away, leave it alone. Don't mess with it. But the chance of that happening is very, very small. I started messing with reeds when I was like 14, 15 years old, and since then, I can't think of one reed I've really put in that I haven't done something to, just to brighten it up or flatten off the top hand, high G, make it a little bit flatter, open the mouth up a wee bit, give it more life, this sort of thing. Shave the blades down to make them more vibrant, so that for lesser pressure you'll get a much more vibrant reed, things like that. So learning about how to do this thing is really important, and don't feel bad if you've takes a while to get the skills to do it. One way to build up your skills, and this is how I did it, I got a whole bunch of old reeds of people in the band. I just said, you got any old reeds you don't use? Some of them were actually chipped or had a split down them, but I wanted to have the time to shave them down and see what happens, shorten them down and make the mouth bigger. You can do all sorts of things like this with reeds that you would otherwise not use, so you're not wasting any money. You can apply that to the reeds that you've just bought. There's also things out, there's tons of stuff on the internet and that sort of thing. I'll put stuff out there. There's also some good books. This one, I wrote that a while ago, and it goes through all the details of what you need to do for making a reed right. It's a little bit of practice and a little bit of, you're going to mess some reeds up, but make sure you do, when you do mess them up, it's the ones that you couldn't use anyway. In an ideal world, you bung it in and it'd be perfect, but the likelihood of that happening is very slim. Some people also say, if you start messing with the reeds, they're not going to last as long. Well, that's nonsense, because I've messed with the reeds. I adjust them for strength. They still last as long. I mean, why shouldn't you do it? It's not that big a deal, and it doesn't make your reeds last less time. If you make them easier, as long as you take care of them. I had one in for nearly 4 years. It's about 26 inches of water. I know I was really upset when it finally died, but there you go. Things you have to move on. That sort of thing. So anyway, I hope this has given you some inspiration to have a little fiddle around with the reeds yourself, and hopefully it'll help you piping out and make it much more of a pleasant experience. Alright, I'll see you next Friday. Many thanks.